Do you know what is every world champion's favorite chess opening? Yes, it's nothing other than the Ruy Lopez opening or the Spanish game. Hi guys, I am Anish Deshpande, and in this video we are going to see basic ideas in the Ruy Lopez for both white and black. So the Ruy Lopez starts with e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, and bishop to b5. So here white is pressurizing the e5 pawn indirectly by wanting to capture this knight on c6 as it defends this pawn on e5. So in this video we are going to see main line of the Ruy Lopez. It starts with the move a6, which is called the Morphy's defense. White can't win the pawn by capturing this knight as of now, because after bishop takes c6, d takes c6. This is important, not b takes, but to take with the d pawn. And after knight takes on e5, queen to d4. Here black attacks both the knight and the pawn, and after knight to f3 he would eventually get his pawn back. And here this position is better for black because of his bishop pair. So after this move a6, white here plays bishop to a4, maintaining the attack on this knight. So main move here is knight to f6. Here black attacks this pawn on e4, but white just simply plays here castles. Here knight takes e4 is a move and is one of the most complicated lines, but we will cover that in part 2. So here we will discuss the main line of the Ruy Lopez, which goes after bishop to e7. This is called the closed variation of the Ruy Lopez. Here white plays rook to e1, and now b5 is important as the pawn on e4 is defended by the rook. So black wouldn't win it in the end by playing queen to d4, as it would be defended by the rook. So here b5, then bishop to b3, and then d6. So now c3 is important because knight to a5 would exchange this bishop. So c3, and always remember never to give this light square bishop in this opening. So here c3, castles, and here before playing d4 and getting the center, it is important to play h3 as bishop g4 would pin this knight and put pressure on this d4 pawn. So now to stop d4, black plays knight to a5, attacking this bishop as this bishop is important. White saves it, and here black plays c5. So now anyways d4. Now if black takes twice, then he would be left with a weak pawn on d6, like take, 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 and this pawn on d6 is weak. So here black plays queen to c7, defending this pawn on e5. So now here white plays knight b to d2. This is the classic maneuver of the knight, which we will see later. So now black plays bishop to d7. He wants to play rook c8 and put pressure on this file. So here white plays knight to f1. This is the maneuver which I was talking about. So now this knight will either go to e3 or g3, and from g3 it will go to f5, and e3 it has both options of from going to e3 or d5. So here black plays now rook to c8. So now if white plays something like knight to g3, and black wants to take this pawn after white takes, we will simply take on c2. So here white plays knight to e3, defending this bishop. So this knight from d2 to f1, it goes to e3, which is very much helpful for defending these bishops, and is also looking at the d5 and the f5 squares. So this is a standard position in the Ruy Lopez. Here main idea for white is to play on the king side with this knight to h4, and then to put this knight on f5. On the other hand, black would try to play on the queen side with b4 and c4. This position is open for all three results, like white would win, black would win, and here draw is also possible. So now, as you have learned some things about this opening, you can give it a try uh, in your game. Thanks for watching, guys. Jai Hind.